More updates for us. Part number 2. Thank you. Okay, the other thing that is mandatory for people to keep there, you see, they fit well on your shoulder, right? If they're going to any party, anywhere, because that's the key of your house. And if you go inside your room, or if you go in to attend a baby, or go to a playground, or go for a walk, always lock your door. Always lock your door. If you're inside, you close the latch all the way on the top. All the way on the top. And it's mandatory for people to be registered at school. Okay? So, very important. And for preschools, until the end of December, it's mandatory for people to find a place outside their property where other people can come and check them up, right? Inspectors might be parents, that trying to help, or just people asking for them. It's mandatory to open the door and show the facility, not the classrooms, but they can go into the office, right? You're gonna have paper hung there to show your license, right? Get license. So what you're gonna do? Instead of already opening inside, if the parents, 100% of the parents are present, then it's different. You can, have already, December, while someone else will already get proper license. How that gonna work? All right, we have daycares all over, right? Preschools all over, right? In all continents we have that. Ask them to open another branch. You get your license, you're already there. Because what you're gonna do for these 2 or 4 months until you know all the rules and guidelines and everything, you already have your location. You can already get a restaurant or store, ask the owner of this restaurant or the owner of this store, right? Because the children need a proper classroom. 1 or 2, right? 1 or 2, because, we need people around, because some communities are really big, right? Okay, so get them to open a branch. If you might know one, might know the other, or already where you're bringing your toddler, your infant, because many parents go far away to bring. So you have it right there, close, up to 5 minutes walk, that's okay. If you already got a place, that is fine. Get organized and get ready. And the other thing, here's an improvement for everyone that's in jail right now to have this anklet. Because if they're there, it's for a reason. So here's an improvement, okay? If they're there, it's for a reason, right? If they kill someone, if they did sexual abuse or mental, emotional abuse, okay, those people are the worst, all right? Yeah, basically is that. And for the other ones, I think they can keep their anklets for 2 years, maybe 2 years, and the other ones for 10 years, right? I think 10 years is sustainable for us to really be safe. Okay, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Okay, the other thing is that it's forbidden to have any air sports or wind sports, right? Kiteboarding or, kite rides and, these huge things that has so many different names. Okay? All right, it's forbidden because they are not sustainable and not positive. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Right, so that's how I think that's the best option for our bracelets. For the ladies, anklets or bracelets, depends what they're doing. If they're working, they tuck in on their socks, right? We can do that for 2 years, mandatory to use tennis shoes anyways, and not social shoes and no high heels, right? Okay, and if they're the beach or shower or the pool, right? Or they're making love, they leave at their arm on the top, close to their shoulder. Okay, I think that's really good. For people that are really dangerous, and then if they got really upset and kill someone or something like that, And then they need an irremovable anklet, and then maybe for 4 years or 10 years, something like that, right? Depend on how they did, because we need people to renew life, because people do make mistakes, right? But we have to be careful, because some people can control themselves more than others. So we have to be reasonable, right? Because they're going into back to society, right? Okay, so that's very important. And the man gonna hold the cell phone, right? They have to be together anyway. So for anything they're gonna be writing or reading, or the videos they're gonna be posting, they have to do together anyways, one always beside each other. Okay, so the cell phone charger that I told you about, while this first few months, don't leave in the living room. Charge at your own room, because we already have plugs, right? Outlets, I mean. So bring it to your own room and always lock the door. So you're gonna need, so everyone gonna have 2 keys, and department director is gonna have 4, because they have one for the file cabinet, right? One for the main door of their office, right? And some people the main building door before they go into their office, right? Because we cannot have 10 people. The new ones is different, but right now, it's gonna be hard for you to have a room, an office with 10 people working, right? At your own residential community, for example. So you can have 2 rooms, right? So 5 couples gonna be here, 5 couples gonna be there, or even 4 little offices, because, and then you gather and become only 2. But to start and attend people and explain or get fingerprint, or or check their documentation for people that are moving, or to check documentation for people that already live there, right? All this is very important, okay? All right, let's get organized. So you can only bring 1 shoes in your bag, 1 in your feet, 1 in your bag, that's it. If you want, you can bring the flip-flop. Always call ahead to see, do you have blankets, yes or no? Do you have sheets, bed sheets, yes or no? You have pillows, you're not bringing pillows, right? But shoes and clothes, import. Do you have thrift stores nearby, yes or no? And for everything else, look, you're not asking thrift store, sorry. What you're gonna do, it's I don't know. What you're gonna do, it's ask the basic. Do you have some clothes there? And then they can say, yes, we got 4 sets of clothes for each person. And for some people, they can, and then you look online if they have a thrift store close by or not, right? And then they might say, oh, we got 4 sets of clothes for the 4 years old and older, but we don't have baby clothes. All right, and then what you're gonna do? You're gonna bring more baby clothes instead of children's clothes, right? So that's how you're gonna do. Be reasonable, be organized, and let's get going. The thing is for plastic to recycle, right? We're not doing that. Just put in the trash. If they're good for planting, use. If they're not good for planting for any reason, right, or too tiny, if they're not at least 10 centimeters both ways, it's not worth it. You can't plant a tree there, right? It's going to be sprout to a sprout. It's not worth it. But please do that, okay? Because it's not worth it. Many places don't even have recycle centers, and they use too many chemicals. We're not recycling. All right? Okay, let's get organized, and it's mandatory to compost. You're not throwing away, even that you have the trash is still passing at the street. Don't throw any food away. You compost them, okay? If you have corn cobs, cut them in half and compost them like that. Put them a little under so they can break down with the water that, like I have here, see? I have this corn cob, so that's what you do. Cut them in half and you're done. Put lower on a garden bed, and on the following year or the following month, semester, you're gonna move, they're gonna break down with time. Okay, then we're gonna have all the details afterwards for you. All right, get ready. Okay, the other thing is for soap, right? Every family bought, you have some. And if you see any new family, ask them, how you doing? You doing okay? After a few minutes, ask, do you have everything? You know, you have, ask them, do you have cleaning stuff? Are you doing okay, right? According to your reality, because sometimes supermarkets are really far away, kilometers and kilometers away from the first supermarket. Yes, it's true. So what you're gonna do, then you offer them, you know, if you see they need something, you know, if you see that maybe they don't have much money, ask them, be honest. After a few talk, right? Talk for a few minutes first so they don't think you're weird, right? Ask how they're doing, how was the trip, welcome them. Always be polite and respectful. How is that? Oh, this is, and say the name of the person. Nice meeting you, right? Always do that. You can shake hands or you can do that tiny bow, you know, just like maybe 10 centimeters bow, you know, with both hands together. Remember I told you to have like both hands like that, both hands together. All right, and then you bow a little gently or shake hands and say, sorry, I don't shake hands. You know, you can already do that for now. On the future, we have to shake hands mandatory for interviews, for special events, weddings, anniversaries. You shake hands of everyone, right? And you know everyone or almost everyone that's there anyways, right? But for the first time, you can bow. That's okay. Because you don't know if the person have dirty hands or not, if they already are practicing our practice of our organization or not. You don't know, okay? So let's get organized and going and offer something. If they don't have, right? Or if you know where to sell things, if they have money, say, oh, I know where they're selling biodegradable soap, you know, so you're gonna tell them. And oh, I know where they sell sprays, right? And things like that. Okay, my friends, get really organized and really ready, and we see you soon. The other thing is that every container we need to be able to put our hands instead of washing with spoons, like some people put the fabric inside, you know, the little tiny fabric inside and wash with spoons. No, everything hold the hand and wash needs to fit that. So this is very good for now. And we are going to have only in metric, right? The new ones only metric. But if you have something old like that, because we're not having glasses, remember the measurement cup, you know, we are not having anything like that. It's forbidden, nothing like that, because we don't want to take any chances to hurt anyone, okay? So that's how you're gonna do. Everything will be plastic. Use them, be wise, and you can also have the lid. I think I show you, I'm not sure. You know, you roll them around too tight and shake, you know, and put, because if you have just 2 oranges for each day for the salad dressing, or you have 2 lemons, let's say, for example, so what you need, you cannot put this straight because it's going to be too hard to mix them afterwards. So do everything here, shake, right? Put everything, a little salt, a little this, a little that, right? With time, we're going to decrease salt, but now it's not the moment. Just give. If you have a little something with sugar, just give, no problem. You know, we don't want to make delicious dessert. That's different. You know, we're going to have some little mini bites at weddings, anniversaries, special parties, right? Birthdays, right? But for now, if you have something, don't throw them away, you use them. If you have cheese, if you have milk, if you have almond milk, cow's milk, use them, right? Use them. And people are ready, as I said, the ones that are healthier, gonna take these things that are not so healthy. But like the person is already sick with asthma or allergy or anything else, for sure is not going to eat any cheese, it's not going to eat cow's milk or almond milk with sugar, right? You can even have a little separate, things on table, things on the other table. That's it. Healthy people eat, make their plate here. Unhealthy people make their plate over there. And you, the best as possible, gonna already make the bowls because you already have an idea. Half bowl will be what? Will be raw salad, a half bowl lentils with rice. or rice and chicken, or rice and fish. Two things, remember? If it's a casserole, can have only two things. And on the fish, you can put tomatoes, for example, right? A little something. You cannot mix too many items that people don't know what they are. Okay, it's forbidden, okay? All right, unless it's already soup made, right, from cans, these things, then it's different. You put the can there, people gonna see the can label, just the label, not the can. The can you already put to recycle, the label so people can read. But you, the kitchen team, already gonna separate everything, right? Healthy table serve here, unhealthy table serve there. And the kitchen team, that are the elders and people that are going to be arriving, such as from the preschools, right? The parents that are right there helping as well, right? Because they're not going to teach every day, right, their own children. The main class teacher is always the same. The assistant is always the same. And every 6 months they can change, right? The 10 department directors for the preschool, they're right there at the same residential community. On the future, they're gonna be towards the main road, so we can have inspection. But for now, we're all moving. If you have a clubhouse, they're gonna have classes at the clubhouse, right? But if you have a restaurant right across the street or right beside, then the restaurant would be more appropriate, because have entrance to the main street or any street and not inside your community. Okay, and everything will be based on points, so people will be willing to look for those locations, right? So if you have some days at the preschool, hurry up, go to nearby restaurants or fast food, or places that are closed down, right? Get organized, get authorization papers, so the preschool will move to this place at the street, so the people that are going to be inspecting cannot come inside their own property. So do the best you can in December, okay? All right. And for the kitchen team, remember, it's a half raw salad, a half of the meal. The meal is what? This rice or fish, or this rice and lentils, or beans and chicken. Don't avoid two proteins, right? If it's white beans and chickens, okay, but the brown beans and the black beans have more protein, so put that with the rice, okay, not with chicken or fish. So every day people will have some protein. And you can also have many little caps like that. If you have any, save them all. For what? Because people in the evening, they deserve, you got, for example, many nuts, so you can give a little quantity to eat, and people, they're just gonna dump on their hands. So if you have 20, for example, of those, right? So they're gonna dump on their hands. Everyone gonna have clean hands. So they dump, don't touch it. And the people that are serving can already make 10 and 20 new ones. So they pass, right? And they can dump, so, or dump on their plate like that, or can eat afterwards slowly as dessert, right? Okay, we're doing really great, my friends. Let's keep going, get organized, and get going. For lemon peelings, what you do, you just scrape them ahead of time. Scrape them all, because then you can use in salads, because gonna be, a few lemons for a big salad, right? So instead of using them for composting now, because they're really good. The orange, you can do the same. You can squeeze orange, because sometimes lemon it's more expensive and not so plenty, so it's fine. Salad dressing, squeeze a few oranges, right? Maybe 2 or 4, or a few lemons, whichever you have the most, right? And also focus on having people that need more help, such as elders, right? Some children. Give the best you have for them, and let the others eat ready food if you have any. For example, if you have canned foods, because everyone is bringing what they have at their homes, right? And some people, that's what they have canned food. So what you're gonna do? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get the cans, right? So even some people have mashed potato in a box, right? So give those to people that are already healthy, because they're gonna manage, right? And these are the one that's more organic, right? And healthier. You just prepare a few veggies, make a casserole with 2 veggies or so. Give those to people that need more, all right? So that's how we're gonna do. It's forbidden to mix things too much, you don't know what it is. So it's up to 2 vegetables at the time, that's it. And you can only cook 2 items at the time. So if you're cooking fish or a chicken, you don't cook both unless you know it's leftovers and then you have 2 pots, but then you cannot cook rice and beans, for example. You can mix rice with lentils, that you can do, rice with lentils, okay? Or always cook on the same day, have fresh food, because we don't want to keep refrigerators full of old food. You eat, you get done. You eat, you get done. Okay? Mustard sauce. You can use mustard because they have no sugar. They're fine. You know, it's good. It's very good. It's no problem. They have no sugar, but you cannot have ketchup. Ketchup does have white sugar. So just throw them away in the, you know, in a faraway land, rinse so it won't come ants, and you're done. Okay? But it's fine, you know, turmeric, right? So some have coloring, but it's okay because, you know, you don't want to throw everything away, right? So you can have, usually they have white vinegar, they have mustard seeds, water, salt, turmeric, natural flavor, and spices. You see here? That's what they have, so it's fine. You can have them, you know, that's no problem, all right? Okay, so in a few words is that. Let's get ready, get organized, and avoid throwing anything unless it's really too much sugar or a lot of hydrogenated fat or things like that. But if it's just a tiny bit, sometimes not even written, right? Okay, palm oil is okay, right? Coconut oil, it's wonderful. And then you're gonna save your money for what is really, really needed. What is really, really needed? This coconut oil for all the families already start taking, you know. Families already get organized. You have enough coconut, okay? So we're gonna do everyone. Let's do at the end of. You can do now if you're in a community that really doesn't have toiletries and things like that. And you can do everyone as doing the last 10 days of December. Everyone, okay? And then we're gonna repeat again maybe in March or so, right? March or April, we repeat everyone. So let's do that. Everyone, the last 10 days of December, coconut oil, the way I explained before, right? Plain and no food for the whole morning. Even for younger children, that whole week at school or at home, they don't eat breakfast in the morning. Explain ahead so they will understand, and bring them outside to play, okay? So we're doing really great. Let's do everything you can. Already get organized. If you have many friends, many family, already offer them. Look, shall we go to one of these villages in one of these deserts of one of these continents? Yes, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Call the country you want to go, get citizenship for those 40 families, 20 families, whichever it is. Say that you are available, you know. Call the consulate, write, always in writing. Keep your email. That's the main thing, is to keep your email. Write all the documents there. You're not losing anything for sure. You're going to do everything as the conference families. Bring your documents in a transparent bag and have those bags, cotton bags, already show you. Okay? All right? And bring, if you're going far away, bring 2 bags for each person. Because we cannot care too much. We don't want to break our backs. 2 bags are the most important. And you're going to call ahead this country. Oh, you have a hotel for you, or you have houses, what they can offer. You offer yourself, but they have to give citizenship ahead of time, right? Okay, my friends, we're doing really great. Let's do it. All the fabrics you have in the house, the sheets, the blankets, right? Pillowcases, pillows, wash off. And if you already know you're moving, right? You already decide, you're just waiting for an answer of that hotel, or you're waiting for an answer from your own family or something like that, already get organized. Wash them, leave everything neat, because you're not bringing them with you as well, right? So when they come, maybe you use 1 or 2 days, but not the whole week, understand? Or pillows that are dirty, don't wash for a long time, wash them. So when people come, they have fresh pillows, right? Wash them by hand, wash them by the machines, right? It's forbidden to have pillows with seeds, forbidden, because we want to avoid people to put seeds of marijuana in it and then or poppies and plant them later, right? And we don't know. Everyone, all of us. So we are only going to have regular, these foamy types, some a little thicker, some a little thin, done. The own family can exchange sometimes, and they wash over and over, right? It's one per person for a lifetime. As soon as they become a little older, children such as 8 years old or so, right? They can get the regular size, or even younger, 6 years old, yeah. 6 years old. After that, they have the very small one until 2 years old. Sorry. Okay, so as soon as they are 3 years old and above, or 4 years old and above, they're gonna have this regular pillow, right? This regular length here, and use forever. Some thinner ones for little children, right? And then people can exchange along the year, right? Because everyone's gonna be really flexible, do their workout, They don't need, it's forbidden to have any pillow in shape. That's what we're gonna have. Regular pillows, wash, use. And gonna have a label. You can wash this at the machines, and some you cannot, because some, I don't know if I can show you here. Let me see if I can show you quick. But for you to have an idea, this is a long padding, and some are many small pieces of foam. They're very different, okay? So the companies already need to write, and you cannot take that sticker out. You can wash a machine or not, okay? So we want ruling, because this we have to be really careful, because when the machine spins, they glue to the other side, and it's hard to open apart sometimes. But some are really good, okay? All right, and everyone can also gonna have this outside sinks, can wash by hand. If you don't know, if you don't have, it's an old pillow, don't have a label, you can wash by hand, let it drip for a day, and then you can dry at the dryer, that's fine. Okay, very good, see you soon. Okay, the other thing for tables, for events, to put a little flowers, the plastic is not going to be glass for sure, going to be hard porcelain, like this one, unbreakable. This material, you see, it's unbreakable. They have that. I don't know if it's Corel. I think it's Corel, the name of the company. You see? So they're unbreakable. So that's the glass. It's 10 centimeters tall for the tables people are going to sit down to eat. And for the special tables, for decoration, for people to do some other things, can be 20 centimeters tall. Everything in this fake porcelain, this heavy plastic. Will be really the most positive and sustainable, okay? All right, very good. So you have no food at home, no powders of any type, and it's always 2 couples together, and they lock the kitchen and they leave. They lock the clubhouse or this restaurant people gonna be, and they leave for the day. Everything neat, organized. For the cleanup, that's the team that cooked and prepared things. And then when the team cleanup comes, and people always gonna have that clipboard at the wall. Every time, clipboards. So if you're going already start serving, all right, so then you close the kitchen so nobody would enter the kitchen. All the food is out of the kitchens. Places that will have 2 kitchens, one more for raw items without stove and one with stoves. Okay, what you're gonna do? You check in, everything is done, everything is clean, organized, lock it. People are eating, they're not coming inside the kitchen anymore. They're going to the washing sinks. That's another location. They can even be close to the knives, to the kitchen for salads, but not in a stove, oven gonna stay until they are removed, okay? All right, so I think that's also, you're gonna bring salt, you're gonna bring nuts, everything, because we don't want people to have snacks out of the time, because this make people unhealthy. Okay, all the pasta, you can combine them, you know, like I did here, because I got this from someone from Salvation Army. So you combine big ones, small ones, right? And for spaghetti, leave as a spaghetti, cut it smaller so people won't take forever to roll those spaghettis, okay? Because we're just making for 6 months, but really healthy, right? Because we need food, right? And as soon as possible, we're gonna start making the rice, beans, lentils, right? And more vegetables, but you know, this adjustment time is better have them than none, okay? Because that might be helpful to someone. Okay, everyone, be organized, be ready, and we'll see you soon. The other thing, if you have twists like that, right, to tie up your bags because you threw away all the glasses you have, you know, just keep for a few days, because after that, everything gonna be at the office. And if they have anything like that, they're gonna put in hard plastics for people to use, okay? All right, and so you have, I think 2 days is good, right? I think 2 days is good for you to get all this food items. And if you have any bag, because they're gonna use a lot, and any leftover, put in small plastic containers, you know, small ones, right? It depends how much they have left over. All right, very good. So if you have any sticks like that, you know, because we said to buy a few, right? Give to the office, they're gonna share. And if you have any old ones, do not throw away. They're gonna write a little more in bold, right? And make it happen, okay? All right, very good. You're doing really great. And be ready, and let's get going. Okay, so I got both containers for you to see here. You see how they are. So you see, one, it's not straight. This is the right one. So it's a liter. Let's do a liter, okay? Or even smaller than that. You see the cap's much smaller? Okay, all right. Because we don't want some people gonna take a bus, another bus, everybody with 2 bags, right? And bring their essential things. You have to do your job. Call ahead, make sure everything is organized to receive you, okay? All right, and then that's what you do, but not that, okay? If you need 2, the family is really big, it's okay, according to your reality, it's okay, bring 2, okay? If you don't have the big one, bring the small one, it's okay. If you don't have the shorter one, bring the larger cap, it's okay. But do the best you can according to your reality, okay? Because that's the main thing. And don't think too much. What you know, what we're gonna do. Make a good plan and get it done, all right? Okay, very good. Take care. If you have anything like that, it's mandatory for you to clean before the new refill. So if you have any leftover thing like that, scrape it and take off, like this plastic on the top, you see? So anything that's built up, you know, the calcium or soda that they put, you see here this white part? Okay, you have to clean up when you refill it, okay? And if you see the soap is start to get too pasty, you know, that when you flip it doesn't come out, you know, when you flip the soap doesn't come out. So you put a little bit of water, shake, you know, move, and then you shake. Okay, sorry, don't shake on the beginning. Just move, otherwise they're gonna create too much foam. Okay, so every month or every other month when you're gonna refill your pots, you have to make sure you're gonna wash them all. The community gonna purchase for the whole community and share with everyone, okay? The soap according to family, the number of people living in each house. Have containers like that, it's not good, they're too small for water, okay? Because every family gonna have just one, right? When they go to place that they really don't have water, just one. And when they enter place, so if you're going to the airport or the train station, whichever it is, when you enter, it needs to be empty with the cap out. And shake well so they know, you know, that have just tiny drips in it. Okay, But for those with this type of cap, those are the ones you're gonna use, not with black, but with white or blue, okay? Or green or red, some different colors, but not black. We're not going to make new black ones. The ones that are already black we use, that's fine, but not the one that you press. You know, the one that you press is not needed. I don't have one here right now to show you, but because that one, it's not sustainable. It has a metal spring inside, so we already want to recycle those items, okay? All right, because the office after, gonna see if they need more containers to their own residential community or to their local school. All right, very good, and let's get going on organized. And if you have vinegar, of course, you're gonna leave the soap, cleaning items, right? And you can also leave a little something like that, right? A little brush, because they're gonna see that's cleaning items. So you're gonna leave the soap and vinegar together, cleaning items, all right? Okay, very good, right here. I have to push a little bit. Okay, thank you. And if you have any unused container that it's finished, right? Such as those for soap, right? So already bring to the office, because with time they're gonna start making soap, right? And refilling for families, right? For everyone to have the same according to the number of family members they have. So everything we have will be really neat and organized. Thank you. Okay, so for food, I already said, bring everything to the front office, because they will start cooking for everyone, right? And you and your family gonna start helping. So no food inside the homes, okay? All right, very good. But plastic containers for kitchen, you already bring to the office kitchen, the clubhouse, whichever they have assigned. Ask them which one will be. And for plastic for plants, you also bring, but might be another person of the office. Ask which location you're gonna bring, okay? All right, very good. You have soap detergent, other things like that, pans, pots, plastic containers, right? Leave it there. The person gonna see what it is, okay? As soon as you keep things on a proper container, so they will see, right? Okay? Because you're not carrying those things for far away. Okay, very good. Okay, so here's an improvement. If you're going to another state or faraway county or other country, so you don't bring all these items, right? So already share with your neighbors. That's the best option, okay? Already ask who wants, go quick, and because they'll clean. The main thing is to have everything clean and neat, organized, okay? All right, and if you really need, you can also share with your office, right? With the office, because days on Saturday, and the families that want can get the items they need. All right, very good. The new family that will be coming, they can get from the office, or maybe they already have themselves and brought with them. Okay, very good. Okay, my friends, so let me tell you, if you have to move, that's how you're gonna leave everything really organized, okay? So you get, because if you don't have time, you know, if you just have the 2 days notice, or, you know, 2 hours notice, whichever it is, leave everything organized, because you're not bringing those items with you, right? The best spot you're gonna leave right there for people who are gonna be coming. And hopefully, where you're gonna be moving to a new country, new state, they're gonna have those things for you. If you're moving close by to the same county or neighbor county, then it's different. Bring everything with you, right? Everyone. The most important thing is what? Your blankets, a little clothes from each. I'm bringing mine. I'm just showing you. Because I'm moving, but I'm just showing you. Leave everything like that. Organized. Whichever you got, leave organized. So here you have the bags, you know, when people don't have enough containers. And when they grow, those are for sprouts or trays. And they put in bags. Remember showing you in the other video? Okay, keep the labels, keep everything, because you can reuse them, right? To have an idea, and also to teach your own children, teens. Keep the bottom, you know, the cap, but to be used as a bottom in case you're in winter, because if it gets too cold, you know, it might be the most sustainable to bring inside the house or to cover with a plastic for the night, okay? So we're gonna tell details on safety because we don't want people to get, bringing so much inside, no room. But, you just do the best you can according to your reality. Or you cover them for those few days that is really, really cold, or put them inside in a shed, or whichever your community have organized for those sprouts. And the bigger plants are easier. You can put 2 stacks and 1 frame and lean the or all around like that and put all the plants there. Okay, so keep that organized. Okay, all right. And if you have any paper, any extra paper, also, keep. And the person that's gonna move, they're gonna see that's everything organized and neat. It's the garden, all the garden items together. Thank you. And here, all this is forbidden and not needed. We're not going to need none of this type of professional future, right? They go online, they purchase, done, right? We're gonna have other type of professionals, people doing other things that will be really great, sustainable, positive, okay? All right, because we're gonna have only one website and everything, the whole plan is gonna be connected to the website, right? And they're gonna have their records book, their books, take pictures and print pictures. That we still need to do. Print some pictures and always add to their own records book. And families gonna have their that albums with a very few pictures. They can get up to 20 now for previous ones because many we don't want. We already have that, right? People that were covered all over and things like that, right? So we are going to have 20 previous pictures for each family. That's it. Because people are moving to other continents. They're not going to bring their entire homes, right? Okay, let's do it. Thank you. So dear parents, this video is for parents. All right, it's very important when you cleaning up, the 2 days clean up and getting organized, go over your sons and daughters' school materials and film them like I'm doing for my own, because that's very important. And say a few words, where they're from, you can say maybe for the best things they do and for the worst things they do, and for the school materials, right? Film, maybe 1 minute for each, right? Or up to 2 minutes, and put in your channel. Everything you're gonna have your channel, okay? And this way you're gonna be really good because then you have records, Anybody wanna see, oh yes, they live there, they did this, look, oh this is good, this was not good, for us to have an idea. Because people can do that. And then we're going to tell exactly for everyone that's doing their own channel, for documents and things, no comments. It's just for people to see. And for some, for security reasons, for us, maybe up to 4 comments for personal family things, right? Up to 4 families, friends, they can go and check. So we're going to have limit on YouTube, limit on how many comments, because we don't need millions, thousands of comments. For what? People don't even have time to look, right? So let's do this way, okay? All right, we're doing really great. Let's get going. All right, so let's say a few words about the calendar, right? So everything we're gonna do, we are going to organize like the 2nd set of the month, the 4th of the month, right? Many things already said by the 5th of the month, or 14th and 15th. Every detail gonna be like that. So we don't need to write it down. People we already know. We don't need to write details. We're going to have mini printouts, right? 1 year after another, 1 year after another. So there's no way people will have mistakes, right? For 2 different, gonna have all this, because we have 10 department directors. So 2 small offices. So they always check, make sure they're on the right day, right? They're on the right day. And we have this digital clock that automatically, they're going to be really strong, and automatically everyone going to see to make sure where they are, right? And electricity we're gonna have forever, right? Solar power we're gonna have forever. You know, it's illusion for people to think that we're not going to have. And one day, you know, we're all gonna be pure, right? Okay, all right, my friends. So everything, all the events, the festivals for the North and for the South Hemisphere, gonna be like that. So people, we already know as children, they're in elementary school, we already know what's going on, how to do it, you know, when things gonna happen, how things are, with consistency. Okay, and then when they become teenagers, different things happen. When they become young adults, different things happen. Okay, and adults and elders, right? So we will live happy and be sustainable, and will be a real gift. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Let's say a few words about our peace points. I didn't write it here, but you can write because that's an old note. I didn't make a new one. All right, so what we're gonna do? We are going to have everyone printed page by page for each person for the previous points. Exactly everything counted, exactly all the points taken out for what's not good, because we have to start somewhere, right? So that we already decided. Okay, so here it is for peace points, and then for the first 4 years after the organization launching day, from January on, 4 years of our work, okay? Everything print. So we're gonna need 8 folders for each family, right? But very strong, very durable. Okay, all right, on the future, and then they're gonna have very small printouts, you know, how many points each person got per year, right? The person gonna see, check, make sure both people sign, right? Very small printouts, I think 4 per page. I think that would be really reasonable, right? Because this way, you know, we have the person sign, the 2 people signing from the city office saying how many points the person got. I think that, you know, like would be the bank, but in reality we don't have the bank, right? So the bank, the city office, bank office, right, the Peace Bank, gonna say how many points you got. That instead of dollars, instead of money, gonna say points, how many points they got. And the school as well, so they're gonna have a small printout. For school, how many? For home, how many? For as a citizen, how many? And for regular practice, how many? So they're gonna work, right? Work how many? Okay? All right, so let's do that. 4 years of printout for everyone to have it really good, and then only these small ones. Okay, the other binder, the other folder for the whole family, here I just put for my own boys, but I put like that, you know, because we're already adopting, you know, 4 girls and 2 more boys. So, but we are going to have health records. So for now, everyone needs to do their checkups, right? So we can already talk about blood tests and some other tests as well. You know, so we really know the person has, right? Just for this startup to check and see. Okay, so all the printouts gonna be with all details at the person's folder for 4 years. 4 years checkup, dental, everything. The person gonna know how many implants they have. They're gonna have a picture, and it's forbidden to throw away. It's forbidden, you know, and it's forbidden to do hypnotism for people to throw away their documents, so they have to take everything again. No, forbidden, right? So they're gonna get these documents every time they're gonna take something out or put something in. They're gonna keep locked at this cabinet. I already talked to you, at the living room or kitchen. Why they have kitchens? In the future, gonna be in the living room under the sink, beside the sink, not really under, in case there is a leak. Gonna be beside the sink. And now a cabinet with 2 shelves and those 2 boxes, one for the previous one and one for recent, right? That they can use only when it's needed, because everything gonna already be there at the city office. Nobody gonna need to go to work, oh, bring this, that document, this, that document, right? Okay, what they're gonna keep? That they pay their electricity, they pay their water, basic fees, right? Maintenance, because we need that, right? And we need to, like money. People work, the department directors need salary, everyone needs salary, right? To maintain their homes. So we need the health records and everything else. So I think we're gonna need more folders, such as 8 folders. So 2 will be for the daily things, right? And like every month they make the bill, they get little flyer like that, a little flyer. So they pay the electricity, the water, this and that, little fees, right? So this paper can come what? Maybe once every 6 months, right? Or every 2 months. We have to see. They pay ahead. For every 2 months, they pay ahead with points. Everything the same as money, but will be instead of money, points. Okay? All right, my friends. So let's do this. Let's get this cabinet organized with lock. And people that are staying, you know, they need already to find a place. Get a kitchen, cabinet, just with one place. Like this, no, this is 2 here. But let's get one with 1 door. Put the key because people are moving. Leave one cabinet somewhere for people that are staying for the real city cleanup. And everyone that already has their up to 8 years old, they're already gonna move. So they're gonna have this cabinet on a new city, right? But for all others, let's do this way. Okay, my friends, let's get ready and organized. We see you soon. Okay, my friends, so how are you gonna do it? You know, city mayors can do that. County mayors can do that, governors can do that, presidents can do that, and families themselves can do that. Yes, they can do themselves, right? And volunteers can help other families. You know how to guide, how to go. So if you have a computer, use it. Use it now. If you have a laptop, if you have a library close by, or you can use it a little bit at your work, ask authorization in writing, always in writing. How is that? Emails. Email is a document. We're going to use everything is possible on emails. Not printing paper. Okay, ask the owner of your work, right? Look, can I use an hour before work or after work, right? So talk to them and get their email. Okay, I'm gonna show you how you're gonna do. Even families can do that. Apply. So here it is the cities, right? The roads, right? But mostly where the cities are. So you can see, look how much people can live here in Africa, you see, and also here north of Brazil. We're gonna take just this tip a little bit, but look, people can live at all these locations. Look how many people can live in Africa, you know, so we can do that, my friends, we can do that. And here for Iran, Pakistan, all this area, you see here, all this area, we can do that, right? So Australia, call them, talk to them, find a way, get the visa, get citizenship right away. Ask them, say, look, I'm not going to apply for citizenship and wait for 2 or 4 years. Please, can you already give us a citizen? You need help. I see you have deserts there. You need help. Look, we are a great family. We're willing to go. Africa, the same way. You can apply to live in all these locations here if you have children up to 8 years old. But if you have teens, already go to desert areas. Say, look, I can do this. I want to apply. I can go to these villages they're making, the Peace and Love Organization are planning. I can help. We are good teachers, or we are good plumbers, or we are good electricians. We can help. Call those countries and already move with citizenship. You know, while you are at your own country, what you're gonna do? Already apply and have the citizenship before you take an airplane. Don't go by ship. The ship gonna be used for what? For wood, for dirt that we have to bring, for machines to share, trucks to share, right? Okay, so if you're here in all these places, look how many countries, nobody gonna live here, right? Because it's not sustainable. So up to 8 years old, already move, my friends. Hurry up, already move. Who gonna stay? Young adults and people with older children. They can help to plant most as possible to bring what? All these people here in Europe. Look how many million people, right, we have in Europe to send trees to cover the deserts, here in China. Let's call Gobi, the whole place. And then afterwards, we see there are specific names because there are many. The same as for United States. So, and this one, Sahara, one word for the whole thing, done, right? This tip we're gonna take because it's not harmonious, right? But done, let's do that. So, the children, 9 years old until 14, they're gonna stay a little longer. And then 15 years old, a little longer, 15 years old and up. Everyone, all these people need to move. People here needs to move north of Canada needs to move. Oops, sorry. So it's really important. Okay, so let's do that. Please, let's do that. It will be really important for all of us to do this. So people here, let me show you North Canada, right? So look at this. A lot of people. Look at the line of Canada is, right? So everyone up to 8 years old move now until December 28th. So you can do your training in January already at your new country. Look, it's a lot of people. Oh, sorry. I didn't return the little man, right? Okay. So here's the line. Look, right here between these two groups of lakes. So here's the line of Canada. Oops, sorry. And for United States, we have way too many people. Look how many people here in some places that are none. So if they can have it, right? If they can have it, we can do it as well. We can do it. So even for Florida, let me show you Florida, because we're gonna cover this entire thing here. We're gonna cover this thing, right? As I show you, we're gonna make here a big thing here. Instead of take out, we're just gonna add, add and add and add. Very good. And close here, close, all this part here, close. And we're gonna leave by the beach, and here in the center plant trees, The other thing, it's for all the huge lakes. All the huge lakes. Cover them up. We don't need any huge lakes. Too much work's not needed. The other thing, my friends, forbidden to have homeless. Every government leader, please, government leaders, already fix everything you can in your own city. People that have slums, people that have refugees, already contact the other countries. Look, we have how many? You tell how many million, or right, how many thousands of refugees you have. Okay, then you're gonna count. Contact other countries. Already send them. Please do this now. Don't wait for the organization launching day. Please already do that. Contact different countries, because we need people of all races everywhere. China, please, China governor, please do that. You have too many Chinese there. Already contact other countries and send 1,000 here, 5,000 there, 10,000 there, 10,000 here. And people in Europe, right? Because we have so many, it's generations, they don't have babies anymore, right? They're having hard times. They need to keep their teens. They can't even go live in other countries. Even that their parents are from other countries, they need kids, they need teens, right? So what we have to do? Please, families from Europe, already send all your families, to other countries, the ones that are younger, right? And leave some middle age to work and clean up and send the trees to Sahara Desert and to turn them in mulch, to prepare the soil. Please do that, okay? And also for all presidents that already have deserts, to already organize. We already have explanations on how to do it, how to be safe, how many, people that gonna be sending there, that to be sustainable, so the communities would be what? 400 people. 400 people I think is really reasonable, right? About 400 people. So they're gonna stay there for these 20 years, so every little village, about 400 people, proper walls, so they are safe for animals, they're safe for other people, they are safe for themselves, and we are safe with the organization rules and guidelines, you know gonna be happy, my friends. Let's focus. We're gonna have parties, singing and dancing with our children and playing outside, right? Okay, my friends, let's do it. We see you soon.